Each recognized traditional council has a throne called Ekburikbobong or Ifumobong in Ibibio. The throne signifies a royal seat when a traditional ruler is selected either for a village, a clan, a local government, or a group called Oduk. The traditional ruler is expected to sit down and adjudicate on matters affecting his subjects within the community. No one else is allowed to sit on the throne except the traditional ruler. What determines who ascends the throne?
A throne is a seat of a traditional ruler recognized by the people and the government of the area. As a cultural in Akwa Ibom State, when you are being put into a throne, it means that the whole of Akwa Ibom people knows that you are from a royal family, and a celebration could be made to show in the world, to the world.
What determines who ascends the throne is one, royalty. That person must come from a royal lineage or from a royal family. And secondly, that he is selected by his peers to ascend the royal throne of his forefathers. If it is a village head, he might have been selected by majority of the family heads of his village and installed as the village head. He ascends the throne after that installation. If it is a clan head, he might have been selected by majority of the certificated village head within that clan, and he ascends that throne and sit on it as a significance, as a symbol of his own selection and authority, and that as a symbol of the independence of that traditional entity called his village or clan. If it is a paramount ruler, it means he might have been selected by majority of the clan heads within that local government.
So the selection of a paramount ruler is supposed to go around the clans. And in those days, who used to scramble for that position, but then it had to go from clan to clan. The traditional rulers meet, as the clan heads do meet, and then decide among themselves who should be the paramount ruler. This is the system, even down that we have improved upon it, that there's no more struggling. During my selection, we made it possible for the rotation principle to carry weight, and from this time on, there will be rotation during the selection of the paramount ruler.
The throne contributes to the maintenance of peace and order in the community. The throne represents the traditional ruler who functions behind a throne. Without the throne, there can be no traditional ruler. The traditional ruler is the custodian of the culture, tradition, and values of his people. He is the chief cultural officer of his village or community. He protects the throne of the ancestors through libation, supplication, and also appeasing the gods whenever they feels that the people have offended the gods.
The traditional ruler is the custodian of the culture, tradition, and usages of his people. And he is the chief cultural officer of his village. He takes the people to the throne of the ancestors by way of libation, by way of supplication, and also appease the gods whenever he feels that the people have offended the gods. In terms of the traditional cultural activities of the people, either during the period of Egbo Nyo annual festival, or Mbok festival, or Ibre festival, or Bon festival, Idiom, Endem, any other traditional festivals, as the case may be, it is the traditional ruler that leads his people to the festival arena. If it means appeasing the gods, he is the person to pray by way of libation to the gods and supplicate on behalf of his people. So he preserved the culture, traditional usages, and the norms of his community because he is the chief security officer as well as the chief cultural officer of his area of jurisdiction.
In the cultural setting of Akwa Ibom State, there are three traditional rulers that are on the throne. There are the paramount ruler, the clan head, and the village head. The highest throne is that of the paramount ruler.
Coronation involves the official capping, the official enthronement, and the official presentation of staff of office to the clan head by the paramount ruler. So in the public, so the paramount ruler of that local government, being the presiding member of the traditional council, would come and formally cap the clan head and formally place him on the throne and bless him and formally present him with his staff of office, which is the symbol of his authority. And in the case of the paramount ruler, it is the clan head of his clan who would be expected to cap him.
The making of the village head is when we want to select village heads, the family heads will gather together, will meet, and out of them they will bring out one person.
Really, a village head is made out of the family head of a village, and it is not hereditary. As far as the whole family head are indigenous of that area, they have equal right as the person they are selected to be a village head. So it is hereditary among the families.
The coronation of the one who ascends the throne is celebrated by the community. Certain activities take place before the coronation. The display of Ekpo masquerade during the coronation is one activity performed to maintain order. The Ekpo Njoro was a traditional police which performed the functions of the police. The initiation of the traditional society was opened to all male members of the community, and decency, sanity, as well as morality was pronounced.
Ekpo was the traditional police. All the functions that are presently performed by the members of the Nigerian police force were performed by the Ekpo Njoro masquerade. The initiation in the traditional society was open to all male. All male. It is a masculine society. And decency, morality, and sanity was pronounced, to the extent that thieves and people of questionable morality, people who steal, were not allowed to remain members of Ekpo society. Then they were performing, if there was a levy, for example, in the community, and people failed to pay, the Ekpo Njoro was used by the traditional rulership for the collection of the levy.
The introduction of the conventional police has reduced the functions of the Ekpo Njoro masquerade. But the artistic and cultural nature of Ekpo has been retained, so that in August every year, the Ekpo Sorabasi is used to celebrate the New Yam Festival among the Ibibio people, and in November, the Ekpo Ndok is used to celebrate the end of the year and also usher in the new year. Traditionally, every man, woman, and child celebrates the one who ascends the throne. The throne is the most influential seat of government in the traditional African society. It is highly respected.